you.
Hi YouTube, this is my very first video ever, and I thought I would take this opportunity in this first video to explain why I made this channel, Life Choices, and a little bit about myself. And I named this channel Life Choices because that's what it's all about. The choices that we make, the choices that I've made, that ends us up in the situations that we're in. As far back as I can remember, most of my choices have been really bad. And those choices have led me where I am today, which is really nowhere. In a pretty fucked up place. I'm overweight. I'm out of shape. I'm poor. I'm depressed. I'm sick all the time. I'm lazy. No self-discipline whatsoever. I can't stick to anything. I start something and then I never finish it. I've probably had just about every bad habit you can think of. I've done drugs, short of shooting up. I've never used needles. But anything else, as far as drugs go, I've done. Alcohol. I was a severe alcoholic for a long time. Severely depressed. Smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Hanging out with the worst sorts of people. I mean, the only relationships I've really had in my life are toxic ones. By my choice, There have been people that have tried to help me, good people in my life, and I've always pushed them away. In favor of hanging out with the people with the drugs and the people with the booze. I've had a hard time keeping jobs because of all of that. I had a huge meth habit for like 5 years. And that was really destructive. I mean, I never really had any really good friends, close friends. Most of the people I hung out with were, of the toxic sort, but even they abandoned me. When I had my meth habit, I was just a nasty, evil person, and if you came over to my house, you better have some drugs, or you'd be asked to leave, and not nicely. And it not only took a toll on my social life, but it took a toll on my financial life. I couldn't hold down a job, and it took a toll on me physically. I lost all my teeth to it. I got some of my teeth knocked out in a wreck when I was younger, but then the rest of them, yeah, I destroyed with meth. And I ended up with blood poisoning. I mean, they made me sick, and I was hospitalized because of it. And that broke my meth habit, almost dying because of it. But now I can't eat, what other people eat. All the things I used to love to eat, I can't eat anymore. And of course, that's not all bad. I guess all I've ever eaten is junk food. All I ever drank was booze and pop. Never drank any water. And it's just led to me being broken down. I'm 43 years old. And I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. And I made this channel because I'm on a journey to change that. And this is a way of holding myself accountable. If I load some videos on YouTube of me, trying to turn things around, maybe I'll be more apt to stick to it. Because I've tried before, I've tried to turn things around. But I've just never stuck to it. And that's because I have no self-discipline. And I read a couple things, and some people just have self-discipline naturally, and some people have to work at it. It's a character trait that I have to build. And it's not easy for me. But I'm done being the abusive person that I was. And this is my attempt to change things. In spite of all the horrible, very bad life choices I have made, I have managed to get some happiness that I didn't deserve. I managed to find the love of my life and my best friend, my wife, at one of my many failed jobs. And we've been married 8 years now, and we have 2 boys. AJ is 7, he's autistic, so he has a little trouble communicating. And I have a 5-year-old boy also, Andy, and he also has learning disabilities. And they're a handful, but I love them all 3 to death. And I don't know what I would do without them. And I even tried to screw that up too. It's hard to talk about, but I'm going to try. I am my own worst enemy. It's just one self-destructive pattern after another. But it's a little different now, because in the past I never saw myself as my worst enemy. Everybody else was my worst enemy. I would blame everybody else. I would blame anything else. I would point fingers, make excuses, do anything but look in the mirror. Look at, point a finger at myself and say, hey man, you're responsible for where you're at right now. And so now I know that I'm my own worst enemy. And the thing about realizing that is that once you realize that it's you and not something external but something internal, it gives you a little more power, because you can change something that's internal. You can't control anything in this world except for yourself. And that's really hard for me. I have no self-control. But you can learn how to have self-control. I've attempted to record this segment 4 times now, and it's not going that great. But I wanted to tell you about the real rock bottom that I hit. The whole reason for making this channel. So after this last job that I lost, went into a really bad depression. Went back to chasing the bottle. Got even more depressed. And my son was sitting at the kitchen table. My autistic 7-year-old AJ. I was sitting on the couch being lazy, watching TV, and he was rocking back in his chair, and I told him to stop. You're going to break the legs on the chair. The chair's wobbly, so you're going to get yourself hurt. You're going to break the chair. And I tried to ignore him. I just went back to trying to concentrate on the TV, and then he rocked forward and he put his feet up on the table, and I lost it. I screamed at him, "Get your goddamn feet off the fucking table." And I got up off the couch, and I dumped him out of the chair, and I got down in his face and I started screaming at him. And I scared the shit out of him. I could see it in his eyes. He was so scared. My wife was scared, and my other son, Andy, he's a 5-year-old. He was scared. And he ran to his room, and I chased him, screaming at him. And it was just, I took out all my fears and my worthlessness. I think I've regained my composure now. But yeah, that was the lowest point in my life. I had hurt the ones in my life that I love the most. I haven't had very many good things in my life. And I had just taken the most innocent person in my life and threw him on the floor. But I left before anything else happened. And we have a nature trail out here close, and I went and I walked and walked and walked and walked, just telling myself, I've got a choice to make here. I have to change. If I don't change, I'm going to lose the 3 things that I've actually had in my life that are good. And I can't do that. I can't lose them. And it'll be my fault for being such a dick and taking my failures and my fear and turning it on them. I won't do it. I'm not gonna do it. So this channel is going to be a testament to my journey to be the man and the father and the husband that they deserve to have. And not just them. I need to do this for myself. I've been a failure all my life, and I'm tired of being a failure. I need to learn how to love myself. And I want you to come with me on that journey. And hopefully we can all learn something. I need your help. You know, leave comments down below. And I need your support. And I can't go on this quest of self-discovery alone. And like I said, I've never made any real friends. Except for my wife. She's my only real friend. So I don't have anybody to really talk to about this kind of stuff. But come with me. I'm going to upload videos regularly on my progress. And going to try to make better life choices. And I hope you'll subscribe and keep tabs on me. Thank you.